Jon, there's you're a huge favorite in the fight, obviously. Do you think people are overlooking Machida a little bit, or are they giving him the respect he deserves?
I honestly don't know what the buzz is in the MMA world, really, as far as who's the favorite or not. I never look at that type of stuff.
What do you think about Machida? His last couple of fights. Really close fight with Rampage, had a dominant performance over Couture. What do you think about him coming into this fight?
I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a smart guy. I think he's gonna try his best to win, and I want to try my best to win. But I have a lot of faith in my abilities, and ultimately he's trying to knock me out, and he's trying to win a fight, trying to beat me up in front of everyone I know, and I can't allow that to happen. And so I got to go and do my thing and not worry about people looking past him or how he may be feeling or anything like that.
A lot of people, talk about when you stay so busy, it's hard to get better as a fighter, but you seem to get better with every fight. Even though you're literally going from one camp right to the next. How is that? How do you make that possible?
Just the experience. You grow every fight. You grow a lot, and I'm taking all the tactics that I needed to learn against Ryan Bader earlier this year, and now I'm fighting Lyoto. All the things I had to learn to be Shogun and Rampage, all these moves and different ways of moving my body. I have all that knowledge, and I bring it to this level. So I've grown. And I also had to learn different moves to beat Lyoto, so that's just it. It's just one big growing process.
More difficult to you have the target painted on you now that there's a champion.
I really don't feel that way. I don't feel as if there's this. I'm sure a lot of fighters will want to beat me, but they have to wait their turn. You know what I mean? So I don't really feel like there's a target. I feel like the guy who's targeting me, I'm shooting right back at him. I don't look at it like me versus the division. It's just me versus one at a time, just like it is for everybody else, really.
And people say that nobody has solved you yet. But do you feel you're so young? Do you feel you're still getting better? I presume.
I definitely feel as if we're getting a lot better. It's interesting because everyone keeps asking me, how are you going to solve Lyoto Machida's puzzle? How are you going to solve it? It's been solved already. You know what I mean? I have blueprints, and I really think I have more technique than he does, more skills, more tools. You know what I mean? I can fight southpaw and do the same exact techniques and combos that I can do in an orthodox stance. That's something he can't do. I have a really solid ground game. And I have a third-degree black belt in wrestling, even though that's not possible. I'm strong wrestler. So it's just like I really feel as if I'm the one that that he should be worried about. So yeah. But I respect him a lot, don't get me wrong. Honestly, I respect Lyoto probably more than half the people in the UFC as a whole, just because of the person he is, the fact that he does his kata still, the fact that, he's into meditation like I am, the fact that he's a student like I am. He has my utmost respect. Yeah, it is nice to have this fight because, no one's talking junk, everybody's being respectful to each other, everybody's focusing on why we really should be here. Well, as a fan, obviously it's great to hear some Spanish talk, but as a fighter, I'm here only to show my tactics, and that's why he's here, and that's what's going to make this fight such an awesome fight. I feel great, man. Honestly, I feel as if there's no place on this earth that I was meant to be besides in the cage that night, I think it's truly a blessing to live your purpose and to find your purpose in life. A lot of people go through life not really sure what they were meant to do or what their real purpose is. You guys obviously are successful writers. You found your real passion. Fighting, I don't feel like I'm kind of a fighter, or I really feel like I'm a warrior that just so happened to be born in 1987.